saying goes, pride goes before a fall. This is a story about the lion and the squirrel. Once upon a time, there lived a lion and a squirrel that lived in the jungle. The lion was the king of all animals, and he was very proud and arrogant. He liked to hunt and eat whatever he wanted, and he never cared about the feelings of his prey. The squirrel was, well, just a squirrel. One day, the lion saw a scurry of squirrels collecting nuts in the meadow near the edge of the jungle. He decided to attack them and have a feast. He roared loudly and charged at the squirrels, who were terrified and ran away in all directions. The lion chased after them, but he was too fast and soon caught one of them. As he was about to sink his teeth into the squirrel he caught, he heard a weak voice say, "Please spare me, O mighty lion," the squirrel begged. "I am not worth your hunger. I am small and weak, and I have a family too. Please let me go back to my loved ones, and I will be grateful to you forever." The lion looked at the squirrel and felt a strange emotion. He had never heard anyone plead for their life before. He had never seen anyone show such courage and compassion. He felt a pang of pity for the squirrel, and he decided to let him go. "Very well," he said. "You have touched my heart with your words. Go back to your squirrel and live in peace. But remember this, you owe me your life, and one day I may come back to claim it." The squirrel thanked the lion profusely and ran away as fast as he could. He rejoined his squirrel and told them what had happened. They were amazed and relieved that he had escaped from the lion's jaws. The lion returned to the jungle and resumed his normal life. He forgot about the squirrel and his promise, and he continued to hunt and eat whatever he pleased. Many years passed, and the lion grew old and weak. He could not run as fast as before, nor think as bright as he used to. He had trouble finding food, and he became malnourished and thin. He wandered around the jungle looking for something to eat. One day, as the lion wandered into the bush in search of food, he saw a bowl that looked like it had meat in it and walked further to get a clearer view. Then he heard a familiar voice say, "Stop, O mighty lion," the voice said. "Do you not recognize me? I am the squirrel you spared many years ago. You gave me your mercy then, and now I will repay you with mine. The object you see there is a trap that was set by a hunter in the early hours of today." The squirrel proceeded to throw some stones at the object, and immediately a net emanated from the ground, trapping the bowl and the stones in the air. The lion looked at the squirrel and realized that it was indeed the same one he had let go in the past. He was amazed that the squirrel had recognized him after so long, and that he had offered him his help. He felt ashamed of his hunger and lack of forest tactics, and he thanked the squirrel for saving him. The squirrel led him to a corner of the meadow where he could find plenty of bush birds and water to eat and drink. The lion thanked the squirrel for his kindness and generosity, and he apologized for his past behavior. "You are a true friend," he said. "You have shown me more grace than I deserve. You have taught me a valuable lesson that mercy is stronger than might, and that compassion is better than pride. The squirrel smiled and said, "You are welcome, O mighty lion. You have also taught me that everyone can change for the better and that forgiveness is more powerful than fear." The lion and the squirrel became friends and they lived happily together in harmony until the end of their days. This brings us to the end of today's story. Don't forget to show kindness as you head on this week.